Hi, my name is Willem and welcome to the Picksmart YouTube channel. Today I'm going through a few tips and tricks of using a DSLR camera. Today I'm showcasing the Nikon D750. Although some of the terms and names of these settings might differ from camera to camera, it is still relevant to all types of DSLR cameras. On a Nikon's dial, you'll see four main shooting modes: aperture priority mode, shutter priority mode, programmable auto, and manual. All of these settings act as a preset, but you will still be able to change the settings manually. First things first, what is aperture? Aperture is your f-stop, or in other words, the throttle which allocates the amount of light that reaches your sensor. The most basic way of understanding aperture is to think of a fence. With the aperture set to a very low value, you will only have one post in focus, and the rest of the post in the foreground and the background out of focus. Thus, with a higher aperture value, you will have more of the fence in focus in the foreground and in the background. A low aperture value helps with images where you want to isolate the subject from the background and the foreground. Examples of these can be macro images, portraiture, and sport photography. High aperture will be used in images where you have many subjects that are different distances that has to be in focus. A good example of this is landscape photography or that group family photo that you're always tagged in on Facebook. In aperture priority shooting mode, you will have the ability to change your aperture while the camera takes care of the rest. The shutter speed of the camera determines how fast the shutter, moving like a curtain in front of the camera sensor, opens and closes. A fast shutter will allow a minimal amount of light to reach the sensor. The image taken with a fast shutter will thus be static. This is good for sport photography, where you want to capture the movement of a player in a split second. With a slow shutter you have more light reaching the sensor, and by doing this, motion plays a much bigger role in the outcome of your image. A good comparison would be blinking very fast, representing a fast shutter speed, versus a slow shutter, keeping your eyes open for a few seconds. When shooting in program auto mode, you have the ability to change your aperture and shutter simultaneously on the go. You can turn the command dial in your camera to the right, increasing the shutter speed and decreasing your aperture. By turning the dial to the left, you are decreasing your shutter speed but increasing your aperture. Both manual and program auto modes are recommended for professional photographers, as the photographer can change the settings manually and will not need assistance from the camera. For beginner photographers, I would recommend shooting an aperture priority or shutter priority shooting mode. If you want the ability to edit your photos professionally, change your image quality to RAW. Shooting in RAW preserves the most detail in your images, such as contrast, saturation, and the sharpness of your image. This gives you the ability to edit the photos professionally and change it in post-production. Which one of these tips are you going to start using first? Please feel free to leave us a comment if you have any questions or would like to see more photography orientated videos.